This Nebula is one of the box that made the most noise. Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today I'm very excited to be doing a review for this latest Marvel Legends Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3 Marvel's Nebula. Can any one of you tells me why do they have to call Marvels and Nebula? Or is it because they are afraid of copyright because Nebula is like a planet? I think there's a planet called Nebula. Or is there a DC versions of Nebula? I'm not sure why they have to put the Marvels there. So leave me your thoughts down in the comment sections below. Okay, so back to the box again. I kind of love they actually put the actual Nebulas with the figure here, which looks pretty good. At this side of the box, we can see a clearer view of the Nebula that we saw just now. And back to this Build-A-Figure. So Nebula is number 3. She's contributing to the back left leg. And at the back of the box, we can see everything that she comes with, including a new blade, which she doesn't have last time, a big ass gun, as well as a pistol, and of course, she just comes with the leg as well. So, let's get her out. Okay, so this is Nebula right out of the packaging, and god, she looks gorgeous. Wow, okay, let's take a look at the uniform. This is the female version of the uniform with all the same details as the Star-Lord. Yeah, very much similar, just that it's a much smaller scale. Yep, this looks beautiful. Of course, with all the crease and also details on the pants as well as the boots, which looks pretty good. And at the back, I kind of hope that they actually have something extra here so that it doesn't look as plain as this. And I just love her metal arms.
How much for the arms?
Take a closer look on her face, and I'm also glad that they actually have removed those metal parts around her eyes last time, so we can clearly see her more beautiful face that you can see right now. Wow, this is just gorgeous. My goodness, I think that I can see Karen Gillan there. Yeah, looks pretty good. Wow. So in overall, I do think that she looks pretty decent. And next, let's move on to the articulations. I'll start with the head as always, so she can look to the right, looks to the left. Looking up, wow, pretty good. Looking down, yes, even better. Her arm can go 360 degrees, and let's see how much her arms can move. Wow, more than 90 degrees there. A double joint elbow. Can turn her hands around, moving up and down. Just like Kraglin, she only has one point of articulation. She can actually shivers her body around pretty good. And the belt itself is a separate piece. Let's see if this Nebula can do some bend forward, just a little. Bending backward, just a little as well. So this Nebula can kick forward, yeah, slightly less than 90 degrees. Kicking backward, not really much. There's a tight shivers, a double joint knee. You can shivers on the boots as well. You can also turn the legs going up and down. So let's see how well she can do a split. Wow, pretty good. So in overall, I do think that her articulation is pretty decent, except that she's missing the articulations on her waist. And next we'll move on to the accessory, which is everything here. So she just comes with a handgun that you can see right now, which doesn't have any other pins, unfortunately. But one thing I noticed is it does feels better because it's not as flimsy as I thought it will be. And next she just comes with this huge machine gun, which looks pretty okay. Again, it's kind of lacking in paints, which makes it looks rather plain again, just like the handgun. And it's also pretty good in terms of the quality. It's not like those flimsy plastic type. And this is something new, I believe. Yeah, it's for her metal arms that you can actually have switched into a blade, which looks pretty good. And again, this is like pretty hard kind of plastic. And last but not least, she just comes with this the left back leg of Cosmo the dogs. And this is how she looks like with the handgun. And as for these machine guns, I kind of feel that it's too big for her. And of course, this will be my favorite weapons for her now. Wow, this looks pretty cool. Okay, so in terms of accessory, I think she is pretty okay. Come with 3 different weapons here, but unfortunately, there is no interchangeable hands. Do click on the likes button if you enjoy this review. And next I'll move on to some size comparison. I will start off with some Marvel Legends, which is this Star-Lord from the same series. You can see it looks very good with the same uniform, as well as Kraglin, which is also from the same series. Still on the Marvel Legends, I would like to compare with this Gamora, her sister, as well as Jane Foster, the mighty Thor. Okay. And next I'll move on to some SH Figuarts female characters. I have this Captain Marvel, as well as this Rescue Armor, okay, which looks pretty tiny as compared to her. And still on the SH Figuarts, I'd like to compare with this Star-Lord and also this tiny Rocket, which I think is scaled pretty well. And next we'll compare with some Mayfax. I have this Captain America, as well as the Iron Man Mark 85. And last but not least, I'd like to compare with the Nebula that I have. This is from the SH Figuarts, and also this one from the Marvel Legends 2-pack with Hawkeye. Okay, so let's talk about the likeness for this Nebula. I think, wow, she just looks gorgeous, and she really have the Karen Gillan likeness there. And I think this is one of the best likeness of Nebula at the meantime. And at the same time, you can check out these comparison pictures from Isaac Wong. Wow, you can really see the improvement as compared to the previous Nebula. So let's do some comparisons with this SH Figuarts. Yeah, I kind of feel that I really see Karen Gillan here, and this one not really, unfortunately. And we'll compare with these older versions of Nebula from Marvel Legends as well. Yeah, you can see Karen Gillan likeness over here. Maybe it's due to this metal parts around the eyes that makes her doesn't looks really like her, but this one, as I say, is really clean, and you can really see her resemblance over there. Okay, so my final verdict for this Nebula based on all the star ratings so far is going to be an 8.5 out of 10. Yes, in overall look, I think she looks pretty good. In terms of the accessory, I think she's one of those that comes with quite a few things. But for her articulation, it's kind of lacking in a way that there's no articulations on the waist. And as for the lightness, wow, I think they just nail it very well. So if you are lacking of a Nebula in your Guardian of the Galaxy team, I truly recommend this piece because I think she looks pretty good, and just by the lightness alone, I think she deserves to be in your collections. So if you are really interested in getting this Nebula, you can actually check out the official Hasbro store down in this video descriptions. So yes, I do hope that you enjoy this review, and I certainly hope that it helps you to decide if you should get her, and the answer is yes. And I'll catch you again in my next video. I hope you'll watch this video right now.